I know how much you were all loving that beautiful looping music, but now it's time for Death by Improv. Please welcome to the virtual stage, Mick.
Well, hey, all you cool cats and kittens, and welcome to Death by Improv Summer Cyber. What did I call the show? Cyber Summer Blockbuster. That's it. Thanks for joining us tonight. We hope that we can give you a few laughs and we all have a good time and that nobody gets hurt. That's the most important thing. Couple things to start with. First of all, as we have in our previous shows, if you click on the Facebook event for this show, you will see that there is a couple of links for you to donate to some very worthy causes if you are able to do so. We have Going Home Middlesex County. We have our two home bases where we perform, the Union County Performing Arts Center in Rahway and the Main Street Theater Company in Parlin. So yeah, if you're able to, please check those out and donate if you're able. And that's pretty much all the important stuff. As we have been doing already, we will be periodically popping up in the chat to ask for suggestions for us to help move our games along. So thank you for what you've given us so far, and please keep it up as the night goes on. So with that, I am going to bring out the rest of Death by Improv. Come on out, guys.
Woo!
Woo! Woo! Yeah!
Woo!
And we have with us here now my co-host this evening, Michael Hockman. Mike, do you want to take over and introduce our first game tonight?
Sure thing. We're going to be starting off with a game we like to call Interrowop. What's going to happen is one player here, Scott, has committed a horrible crime, but he does not know the details of that crime. So, Scott, will you take your ears off there for a second? So I asked you guys in the chat before we got started for the name of a famous person, and let's see, we got some great ones here. Let's go with he has killed, scrolling back up. This one would be tragic. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So Scott killed Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh, Scott.
Horrible crime you could commit these days.
Jerk.
And he has done it at a very unusual place. He's done it at a Dave and Buster's. And then finally, for the last thing I need here, I'm going to go over to some of you filled out a Google form, a whatever those are called, a survey that had a whole bunch of questions on it. So for that one, of course, now I was having technical difficulties, so that window's no longer open, so I'm getting it. But we will be getting an odd object that someone has used, and that object will be, wait for it, let's see, we've got the dumb object is a slot machine. So Scott has killed Ruth Bader Ginsburg at a Dave and Buster's with a slot machine's a little too close to Dave and Buster's. I take that one back. With a can opener. So Scott has killed Ruth Bader Ginsburg at a Dave & Buster's with a can opener. So let's get our singing cops on screen here. And Scott, bring it on back. This is the universal sign for put your headphones back on.
Hey,
There you go. Can you hear us now? Can you?
I can hear you. Stop.
All right. Now we've got some word that you're up to some misdeeds, some real nefarious deeds.
I can explain everything.
Oh, I'm sure you can. But first, you're gonna hear from my quartet, my wonderful singing cops here. They know how to get a confession out. They know how to get the emotion out of you through song.
Really?
Yes, indeed.
We'll
And
see.
We're gonna start it up now. And you're gonna find out how guilty you are, because it was murder, murder, bum ba da 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 murder, rum ba da 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 murder, bum ba da 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 murder, bum ba da ba da boo.
We'll catch you, and you can trust this. Can't believe you killed the really old Supreme Court Justice. It's horrible, and if you please never murder someone at a classier Chuck E. Cheese. Murder, murder, bum bum ba da 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 murder, bum bum ba da 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 murder, bum bum ba da 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 murder, bum bum ba da da da.
Well, she brings jurisprudence to the party.
Wow, wow.
She's got the greatest hubby named Marty.
Wow, wow.
And if you wanna play,
Wow.
you know what? Let's do some skee ball. That's all I'm gonna say. Murder, murder, bum ba ba da da da, murder, bum ba ba da 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 da, murder, bum ba ba da 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 da, murder, bum ba ba da da.
Oh man, you are such a sludge. How you gonna give Trump another judge?
Wow.
I'll tell you, he'll probably pick a man.
Wow.
When in doubt, just kick the can. Murder, murder, bum ba da 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 da, murder, bum ba da 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 da, murder, bum ba da 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 da, murder, bum ba da 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 da.
How could you kill such a starcade when you were at an arcade? Then you got her with a gun, but she wasn't a nun. Murder, murder,
You guys brought me here, and I wasn't willing
Wow.
Wow, wow.
to admit to anything, let alone this killing.
Wow, wow.
So, don't you know, guys? Don't you see
Wow, wow.
Wow.
that I was never in that nunnery with a skee ball killing RBG?
I guess he's innocent, innocent, bum bum ba da da da, innocent, bum bum ba da da da.
Murder.
You were close.
And they say our criminal justice system is broken. I don't think so at all. You were very close, Scott. It was Ruth Bader Ginsburg, but it was with a can opener, which I don't know if we actually touched that, and at a Dave & Buster's. But
I kicked a can.
oh, okay. Well, there we go. Well, for this next game, we are going to be having a Zoom party. We're going to be doing Zoom party quirks. This game is for Hockman, Mona, Jen, and Ryan. The way this is going to be working is that Hockman is hosting a Zoom party. He's going to have 3 very important guests who I've gotten suggestions from in the chat for who they might be. So let me go back into the chat and get who you guys are all playing. I'm going to start with Mona.
Yep.
You are going to be Mary Poppins. However, you are going to be Mary Poppins, who is, let's go with excessively patriotic. You're an excessively patriotic Mary Poppins.
So is that England or the U.S.?
It's whatever she wants it to be. Let's see. For Brian, you are Harry Potter. But you are Harry Potter with a Southern accent.
Sure.
Yes. And then for Jen, let's see, Jen. You are my favorite celebrity chef, Gordon Ramsay.
Okay.
However, you are also really into taxidermy. So if you guys want to recap that, and then we'll motion for Hockman to get his headphones back on, and we'll get this Zoom party started.
Sure, I am Mary Poppins, who is excessively patriotic.
Mm-hmm.
A Harry Potter with a Southern accent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Gordon Ramsay, and I'm into taxidermy.
Yep. All right. So let's get Hockman, get his headphones back on here, and we'll get this party started.
Hopefully he'll unmute before his party starts.
All right. Zoom call's up and running. Got my water. Made sure nobody can see the mess behind me. Now just waiting for people to pop on. Cool. Check 1. Microphone's working. Hey.
Hey, This is my favorite kind of parties you run. Because the last party of yours I was at, the food was crap. Crap, I tell you.
Well, with these, that's sort of a bring your own because everyone's in their own place.
That's why I like it better.
Cool. I'll remember that for, when we can all see each other in person. I won't try to feed you anymore.
Good.
How you been though? Holding up okay?
Can't find the right ingredients, but that's okay. I'm used to working with whatever I've got. I can do whatever.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you're a real MacGyver like that, I guess.
I'm working head to tail. I'm working with the insides. I'm working with the outsides of the animals. I just got a rhino.
Yeah, can't waste any part. Got to use all of it. I hear that rhino horn's real expensive on the black market.
Oh, hello there.
Hey.
Hello. Oh, it is so good to see you. It is positively pleasant for me to see you today.
It's good to see you too.
It has been
glad
so
you're able
long.
to make it. Yeah.
Yes, and
Yeah. How long has it been?
it has been many, many, many months, but it feels like many years, and I sometimes feel like I want to break out in song and sing about it, but I won't at the moment.
I mean, you're welcome to.
No, it is too early in the party for me to do that.
All right. When everybody else gets here, maybe you'll sing for us.
You are
Makes
just
me feel like I'm at home.
Oh, and you should, because it is the greatest place on earth. The greatest place.
I've never actually been to Disney, so.
Oh, well, I wouldn't know anything
Me
about
either.
Disney.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wouldn't know anything at all about Disney, but
Just usually when someone says greatest place on earth, they're buying into that marketing campaign. So.
I have to say though, a spoonful of sugar is a lot to use. It's too little for a recipe. You need to use more than that. Otherwise, it's crap.
but
Yeah.
yes, but it does make the medicine go down. It does.
I'm sure it does, Mary. Yeah.
Oh.
Yay!
Hey, man. Glad you could join us.
I need to relax. Do you have any butter beer?
Do I have bitter beer?
Any butter
Like an
beer?
IPA? What?
I just need my delicacy, my butter beer.
Oh, butter beer. Yeah.
They're after me, and can I stay at your hotel or whatever this place is?
I mean, you phoned you phoned in from your own computer, so I don't know where you are.
I don't know what kind of magic you use, but I need a place to stay for the night. You see, the eaters.
It's just
the
Zoom.
eaters are after me.
It's not magic.
Well, how are we talking to each other?
You clicked a link. I sent you a link.
Well, I did not get any owls.
Okay, someone from Hogwarts.
I'm not just any someone.
Back up a moment. You said you put butter in your beer? That's atrocious. That's not acceptable. Not acceptable.
It's just the way my pappy taught me. And it
Well,
is.
he taught you wrong.
How would you do it then, Chef something?
Good. Give me my title. Good. About time. I would make a reduction of butter and sort of brown it in the pan.
Reductio.
Not just any beer, but one like a stout or a porter.
If you're trying to cast magic, I'm not sure it'll go over Zoom. I don't have that much bandwidth.
How else am I
Harry.
supposed to?
Yay!
Oh, I don't even know what to say at this point, but I am just feeling like I could just sing, or at the very least, I just have to express my love for my country. God save the Queen. Oh,
Feeling particularly patriotic today, Mary?
Yay!
I wouldn't know what that's like around here. So
Well, obviously, I mean, where you're from, your president is crap.
Yeah, nobody's debating you on that. Yeah.
I would have kicked him off long ago. I would have voted him off my show.
It is a beautiful country.
He would do real bad on Chopped, I'm sure.
That cramp?
No, not Chopped.
I wouldn't be in this show unless it had my name in the title. I'm that important.
Oh, okay. Iron Chef, something.
Guardium Gordiosa.
I am so tired of that show of yours where you just yell at those helpless people. Those helpless people that really don't know any better than to just be who they are because they are so free.
Excuse me, chef. Sorry to interrupt you, but I brought my ram for you to do your work on. Here,
see the ram?
Oh, here's my ram.
See?
Oh, beautiful horns. Oh, I'm gonna stuff this head and mount it on a plaque. I'll use walnut. Walnut will go well with the horns.
Sure, Gordon.
I'll cook the inside.
Yay! And scene. I think that's a good place to call it. So, do you know who your guests were, Hockman?
I do. I'm not sure what everyone's thing was, though. Mona was a very patriotic Mary Poppins.
That's exactly right.
We had a disgruntled, paranoid Harry Potter.
With
Harry
molasses
Potter
spilling out of my mouth.
He's Harry Potter with a southern accent.
Okay. I couldn't tell if that was just Ryan continuing to lose his voice or not.
It's kind of hard to tell these days, unfortunately.
And Jen was a Native American Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon
the
Ramsay.
Whole buffalo.
You're actually not that far off, really. It's Gordon Ramsay, but Gordon Ramsay is a taxidermist.
I don't think Native Americans practice taxidermy, Mick.
No, they didn't have to practice. They were good at it.
Yep. Well, that's a good point.
Great. So our next game is a game called Headphones Off. And for this one, I need, I forget who's in this, Lex and Mick. So I'm going to stay here. And Lex is not going to be able to, I almost said Lick.
Did you just combine us into one person named Lick?
Yeah, that's your couple name.
Sounds like a fun couple.
Lick Mex.
Hi, kids.
So you two will be playing a scene, but the thing is, Lex is not going to be able to hear a word of it because he's going to take those headphones off. Although, Lex, put it back on.
I gotta put it back on so I can know the suggestion.
You want to hear what the scene is going to be inspired by, at the very least.
I suppose I'm willing.
So, going back to our Google Doc here, I asked for an odd activity or place to go on vacation, and I got smuggle lizards, and I'm going to leave the rest of that off because PG-13. But this scene will have something to do with smuggling lizards. So ears off, Lex, and take it away.
Oh man, I can't get caught. I cannot get caught going through security. If they know that I've got this suitcase full of lizards, I am going down.
Dad, this is really uncomfortable. Why do they always have to be in my pants?
Well, because I've already done time, son. You haven't. You've got a clean record. You'll just get a slap on the wrist and get sent home.
I'm not convinced that the resale value of these things is worth smuggling them back home.
Son, we can make a killing on these. That's going to put you through college. Dad, so that way you don't have to keep on smuggling lizards.
They're crawling all up in my ding-dong, Dad.
Well, I know they are. It comes with the territory. You get used to it eventually.
Can I please like put 2 in my carry-on? The worst thing they're going to do is like eat up my Nintendo Switch cords.
If you stop right now and take them out of your pants and put them in the suitcase, they're going to know we have them. We can't know we have them until you're safely back home with them.
Dad, listen, fair is fair. We said once we got out of quarantine, we could travel all over the globe, find lizards, smuggle them back to the States, and sell them for big dollars. But we never said they had to go in my pants.
Well, like I said, I've got a long rap sheet that you don't have. The fact that they even let me fly out to Uruguay to get these lizards in the first place is a miracle. I can't wreck that. It's on you, son. If
that's easy for you to say.
Hello, TSA. Random spot check.
Play it cool, son. Play it cool. Play it cool.
Let's go with
TSA guy's gonna
you,
pat me
sir.
down way longer than I'm comfortable with.
Well,
you've been flagged. Hands up. Hands up. Let me pat you down.
Oh.
Yep.
See, I'm good. I'm clean. No, nothing wrong
okay,
here.
you're good. You're good.
Dad,
Oh, God.
what are we gonna do?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Let's go. Son, just play it cool. I don't know how that got there. I swear. I don't know where it came from.
Officer, I swear I have no idea how that got in there.
No, it's good. It's fine. It's all good.
It was my dad.
Well,
my dad made me do it.
Going
sir.
away for a year.
Dad,
I'm
it's
sorry.
biting him. It bit him a lot. I think the officer is dying.
Son, I'm sorry to say you're going away for a very, very long time, and I don't think I can help you with this. This is all on you. I'm very disappointed in you, son.
Dad, do you want to know the good news?
Is there any good news?
There's still 2 inside me.
Let's see.
That actually was pretty on point.
Okay, I have no idea.
So our next game is called Oscar-winning moment. This game is for Scott, Farley, and Ryan, and Hockman is going to be calling this game. The way this is going to work is the 3 of you guys are going to be doing a scene together. However, at random points during the scene, Hockman will decide to freeze the scene and say that that calls for an Oscar-winning moment.
Freeze. Sounds like an Oscar-winning moment.
It's a regular James Earl Jones we have here.
Hey,
at
Mick,
which point
can you confirm that you guys can hear this? Did
I ever?
That? Okay, thank goodness.
Yes. So at which point when Hockman calls for an Oscar-winning moment, you will ramp up your performance and Lex will be providing some appropriate backing music for you, and you will ramp up your performance to an award-winning level. And then when Hockman says freeze again, you'll go back to normal. So I had asked for in the chat the title of a made-up movie that they'd like to see us perform. And the name of the movie that you are going to be doing for the audience tonight is you'll be acting out a show called a movie called The Doorbell Camera of Doom. So I will let you take it away.
Dad, there's someone at the front door.
Don't you think I can see that?
I know I always questioned you getting one of those weird cameras, but I just feel like this is the time that you should go handle the problem.
Sweetie, it's your mother. She just forgot her keys.
Please, it's very cold out here. Okay, well, when she puts her eyes up to the camera like that, I know. Like some kind of insane person.
I just want to get in and get my galoshes.
That's why we're just going to be quiet so she can't hear us.
Freeze. Scott. That sounds like an Oscar-winning moment.
After all that time she put us through hell, just you and me, we got to stick together. We got to keep her out. We got to keep the 2 of us. We are the bond. We are the father and the son. And together, the destiny is ours. It is not hers. In fact, son, I'm sorry to tell you, she's not even your mother. She doesn't know she thinks she is, but I switched you when you was born. That's right, son. I needed to preserve our bloodline, and your mother is from a low class. She served us well, but now we don't need her anymore. We will leave her outside and let her in when I feel it's right. Just to torture.
Freeze. Back to normal.
So you go when I say.
Mom, can you hear us?
I can, and you're very hurtful. I just wanted to come in.
Sorry, I mean, not Mom. Can you hear me?
Bruce, don't.
I did the best I could. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know how to open doors or how nests work or anything like that.
Dolores, come on. She doesn't know how doors work.
Did you just electrocute Mom?
Freeze. Ryan, this sounds like an Oscar-winning moment.
all this time, I thought my dad was just like one of those normal bored dads that needed a project and wanted to, like, you know, set up cameras in the house, like, you know, any normal dad does. But now that my not mom is just electrocuted on the porch and in the 12-degree weather, I'm beginning to think that he wants to kill her and, like, make me the killer of the bloodline. I'm not ready to be a murderer. I'm only 10. I don't, this is too much for me, and I just think he needs to take me slower. Like, eventually I'll be ready to murder, but just not today. Can I please talk to my mom one more time?
Freeze. Back to normal.
I'm not your mom.
See, she's not dead.
You knew?
I knew all along that jolt brought all the memories back. All the memories of being locked outside, being electrocuted over and over again. I don't know why.
Dad's done this to you before?
Oh, Dad does this to me every weekend. I mean,
Freeze. Farley. This sounds like an Oscar-winning moment.
You know, it started as, like, you know, just a fun thing. Hey, I'll give you a shock or two, you know, every once in a while, no problem. I was okay with it. And then he wanted me to go outside. Then he wanted cameras involved. He wanted to be outside. and then he's like, oh, well then I'm gonna tell your son that you're not his mother. I don't even know how that works. How is that a kink? How are you getting turned on by that? He's our son, yet you keep telling him he's not. I can't take this anymore! Being stuck on the porch, I'm frozen, I'm electrocuted! I don't even know why I put up with you two anymore! I'm gonna go home and go to Vegas and be with my mother!
Freeze. Back to normal.
I'm confused.
Dolores, this is your home. And the door has been unlocked this whole time, you fool.
What? Really?
It was like a test.
Hi, how you doing? I'm so glad we made it back.
Mom.
See, Bruce, this is what we have to deal with.
What do I call you guys now? Am I your kid? Am I not your kid? Did you take me off the street?
This sounds like a Oscar-winning moment for all three of you.
Who am I?
You may not be my blood son, but you are my electrical son. You will be there when I need to get shocked by your father.
And I will help you learn how to operate the Shockmaster 3000 so that you can give your mother
talk of love
what she wants.
Somehow I always knew I was half electricity. I would make the lights go on and off in my classroom. I was like a mutant or something, but no.
No, Bruce, it's your power. That's the real secret we've been keeping from you.
When
I'm
you
gonna
can
touch it again.
Don't no.
No.
Please.
Huh? Yeah, no. Huh?
Nope.
No.
Take it, Dolores.
No. Oh.
Oh, maybe he can't.
Now we need to get another electrical son.
Man, that's the third one this week.
Price you pay for kinks like ours.
Dolores.
And see. Great. So for our next game, we are playing a round of press conference. So let's get Mick back on screen. Mick, take those ears off so you do not hear these suggestions. So Mick is going to be holding a press conference, but he doesn't know what about. So from you guys in the chat, I've gotten a few things. So first off, for who he is, Mick is going to be Dr. Richard Kimball, which if anybody in DBI is like, who is that? It's Harrison Ford's character from The Fugitive. So he is Dr. Richard Kimball.
Okay.
And, he is, for a location from our trusty Google Doc here, he is currently in... He's holding this press conference inside the minds of cats, just cause. And the thing he is announcing is that he has invented a train that travels through space. So to recap, he is Dr. Richard Kimball of The Fugitive. He is in the mind of cats right now, and he has invented a train that flies through space.
The mind of cats is in the brain.
Yep, as in he's
Okay.
a fictional. He's not really holding a press conference. It's all being imagined by cats. Mick,
Wow.
put your ears back on.
All right.
And take away this press conference.
All right, so I'm sure you have lots and lots of questions for me. I will attempt to get through as many of them as possible. If you could all just raise your hand and ask them in an orderly fashion, I will get to you in turn. Yes.
Hello.
Well, not everyone at once.
Hi there, how you doing? My name is Tommy Lasorda of the Sports Times.
Oh, Mr. Lasorda.
I was just wondering, so we've looked in every courthouse, outhouse, station house, residence, warehouse available, and we still haven't found your perpetrator.
Hey,
Any information?
I'm working on it. I'm trying to find out as best I can. But the important thing is I didn't kill my wife.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, but with that out of the way, did anyone else have any other questions for me?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Hi. I didn't know you'd be here. I don't have any questions for you.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Hi, my name is Ned Fredrickson. I'm of course with the Feline Fine Times. I just want to ask, do you find being here that you're distracted every time someone's spinning a yarn?
Well, that's part of the appeal to me of hanging out in the Amish country and watching them make their quilts.
That doesn't sound like you.
Wow. I'm a man. Oh, whoa! My goodness, sir.
Hi. Yes. I'm from the food column.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just curious. Am I on the menu?
You are not on the menu. If you have a recipe for ratatouille, I would appreciate it. But you are not on the menu currently. Yes, there was another person who had their arm up when that gentleman was up. Yes.
My name is Fluffy. I just need to know where the rest of the mice are. Where are the mice?
There are. I mean, as of right now, they are being used for testing, working on treatments for COVID-19. So if that helps, I hope it helps. I don't know. Yes. I understand you had a question as well. Well, yes, sir. Yes.
My name is Garfield Heathcliff, and just a question for my blog here. I was wondering, could you please comment on this comment I received earlier today?
Well, look, it's hard to deal with the fact that I'm turning into a cat, which is why I'm not. So that comes in handy.
No, but in this location, you chose to hold your press conference here. I thought perhaps it might be relevant.
Well, if being here in this magical world of H.L. Mencken, it's well, there never was a better place to have a press conference, I would say.
I don't care that you're here. Do you have any food?
I have some lasagna, ironically enough. Yes.
Excuse me. Pickles from the Dirty Times. I'd like to understand. You don't seem to understand. Well, let me understand your thinking in this. You don't understand when I provide you with the shows of my love, with a mouse on your pillow. What is going on in your brain? Because in my brain, it's love.
Well, I appreciate that. And now that we're now and forever here at the Winter Garden Theater, I will say I appreciate it. I know it comes from a good place. It's just not a gift for me. So
excuse me. Question?
Yes.
I'm dirty from the pickle times. I just why is it so full of hate for all humans here?
Well,
it seems like we have no use for humans here whatsoever. Why is that?
Well, because we're cats. We are in the musical Cats. We are all introducing ourselves and waiting for our turn to die, is my understanding. Yes, you over there batting the thing. Oh yes, you are still a cat. I know.
Yeah, Doctor. The technology you've used to get us here, it's been some sort of fantastic voyage to get to your press conference location. It's quite impressive.
Well, I know it really is. It's not every day that it just popped up right in front of me. I wasn't expecting, but it's not every day that just inspiration pops in front of me on my computer screen like Train from Space. But it happens occasionally. But that's what happens. Yes, you with the.
Hey man, I want to know, if we're here, does that mean we're not real, or are we real but we're not really here?
That's pretty deep, man. That's really deep.
Yeah, man.
Are you going to use that galactic barbell?
And scene. Nick, do you know who you are, where you were, and what you were announcing?
Well, I was Dr. Richard Kimball. I didn't kill my wife. I was. The chat popped up during that and said a train to space. I'm assuming that was what I was announcing.
You accidentally cheated then, sure.
It was an accident though. I know that I have something to do with cats. I can't for the life of me figure out where the hell I am.
You were in the mind of cats.
Oh.
Of course.
That's the last place.
How did you not get that?
Yeah, man.
It's the last place I would ever be.
Nope.
So, anyway. I am I entering this one? I got so distracted. Yes, I am. This game is called Split Screen. This game is for Mona, Tim, Kate, and Farley. The way this is going to work is we're going to be having 2 concurrent scenes. Mona and Tim will be doing a scene, and Kate and Farley will be doing a scene. However, periodically, I will be... Apologize, I'm going back to the thing here because I got so distracted by hosting a press conference. Periodically, I will be switching between the 2 scenes. However, when I call switch, the other scene has to begin with the last line of dialogue that was said in the previous scene. It'll make sense as we go along, I think. So let me just go back over to that there Google document and see what I can find as far as suggestions for this one. Let's see. For Mona and Tim, your scene will be inspired by literature. And then for Kate and Farley, your scene will be inspired by a Caribbean cruise. So I will let you guys get your scene going as soon as I figure out what tab I have to zoom in and turn off my camera. There I go. And goodbye.
Who should start?
Yeah.
Let's let the Mona team go first because I already closed my sheet and forgot who Mona's playing with.
The most interesting story, I think.
I found it drab.
Drab, but it was full of life and full of characters.
Yes, drab life and drab characters.
Look at this book. This book has everything you could possibly want from it. Look at page 407.
Oh yes, it has pictures and everything. This is
but it talks about the philosophy of man and the philosophy of life.
Listen, if you are going to be my student, you really must raise your bar above this lowbrow culture.
Okay, fine. Then you choose the book.
Oh, very well. Who? War and Peace.
Switch.
War and Peace.
Oh, awesome. So this is the big activity you have for the cruise line is reading this huge ass book.
We were all supposed to get off about 3 weeks ago, but Corona! I'm out of activities.
Can I at least get like some like mamba music with this or something? Like it's just like drab, death. Like
I'm not supposed to say this to you, but Jerry's sick.
oh no, really?
So no more live music at all.
So no music, no dancing.
And we have cut down the buffet to just being a buffet for 2 hours.
Only 2-hour buffet? How am I supposed to eat? I need at least a solid 4 hours of a dinner.
I know, but sir, we don't know how long we're going to be here.
Switch.
We don't know how long we're going to be here, and it doesn't matter that we have this big book. I mean, I'm sorry. I really thought the college would be a lot more interesting than this.
It doesn't matter? Literature is not meant to be interesting. It is meant to be cultured.
Yes, but I really thought that somehow I would read something more interesting, like Harry Potter. Harry Potter is good literature.
That's preposterous. You're kicked out of my class. Go read your YA on your own time.
You were my last chance.
Switch.
You were my last chance.
With this book I have here.
I'm going to have a wonderful time on this cruise, and I have people bothering me all over the place. I don't even know who this person is. I just want him away.
Okay, well, if you can be quiet about it, come to room 264 at 8 p.m. That's where the rest of the ship is, and we have the rest of the vodka.
So I'm to understand this. There's a virus, and all of the employees get together in a small room. And vodka?
Yes.
That sounds like my kind of party. Let's go.
Switch.
Now that sounds like my kind of party. You know, let's go. Just keep throwing the books at me, and eventually there'll be one that I like.
Oh, you're still here?
I never left.
It's almost as if I can't even hear you.
I'm pretty sure. I am 100% sure that you can't.
Switch.
So,
I'm 100% sure that you can't.
What? But I mean, I'm a party dude. I mean, I may not be an employee, but I can go to I can bring the party.
Oh,
Switch. And scene. Sorry. I meant to.
Party!
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys.
So our next game is going to be a news broadcast brought to you in the world of a story that you guys have suggested. And I got a few different things here. Let's go with, I like this. This will be a newscast brought to you in the world of Hamilton. Perhaps the musical, perhaps just the history. That's up to you guys.
Welcome to the 6 o'clock news. I am your anchor, Orson Buggy. Our top story this evening, consumer reports indicate that the sales of Russian nesting dolls are declining. consumers indicate that they find the dolls to be very, very full of themselves. With more news, let us go to my co-anchor, Veronica Ligencourt.
Hello, and thank you so much. The top news story we're bringing you tonight is about who to put on the $10 bill. That's been quite the conundrum around here. In the field, we have a reporter standing by, ready to talk to a man on the street or a woman on the street, we're not sexist, about who should be on the $10 bill.
I'm here for the interview.
Well, we seem to be having some technical difficulties in the field. There we
Oh,
go.
sorry. Yes,
sorry.
I apologize. The audio has been terrible all evening.
Oh,
here.
thank you. I'm so relieved. I thought you were shot in a duel. That has been known to happen occasionally.
It has. I recovered quite nicely from the last one, though. Thank you very much.
Yes, you did.
So, sir, you tell us that you know who should be on the 10. Is that correct?
My own feeling is it should be someone who knows what to do in a trench and be...
Oh, just spit it out, will you? We don't have...
Ingenuitive.
It's a half-hour broadcast.
Fluent in French?
Are you here to waste our time, or are you just here to wave hi, Mom?
So you want my actual opinion, sir?
Not really, but they tell me I need to. So can you just tell me who you think should be on the $10 bill?
A bastard?
A bastard, Orson, that's what you sent me out here for. A bastard, back to you.
A bastard, Orson. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, I'm sorry. This just in. We have some breaking news. Apparently, there's been an attempted robbery at the National Bank. Let's go live to our reporter on the scene, Howie Vasif. Howie, how are you there?
Hey guys. Yup. Howie here. It's still coming out. We're not sure exactly how many culprits have attempted this daring do and how many banknotes they've gotten away with. But the National Bank has definitely been robbed. It is no longer a viable option. All the gold is gone, is what I'm hearing from the authorities. It's not great news, but I do have the leading field agent here who can fill us in on some more details. He was right here. He must have went and got coffee. Cool. Maybe he'll be back? Oh, I guess not. Back to you guys.
Thank you. Before our next story, just a personal note from us here at the network. We'd like to congratulate my wannabe replacement and her husband on their new baby. But, their boy is the son of a whore and a Scotsman, so who knows what's going to happen to him.
Yeah. Well, with a look at sports, let's go now to our sports reporter, Lois Bitter. Lois, are you there?
Yeah, guys. Just try to keep it down because, as usual, it's the Patriots and the Nationals and the NJ, the New Jersey Dual League. So, oh my God, are you guys okay? You need more competitors? No, I'm good. I can't. I don't know how to use a pistol. Guys.
It backfired.
Oh God. Hey, well, you really shouldn't have pointed your pistol in the air. That's terrible sportsmanship. All right? Guys, I don't know. It's mayhem down here. People are gambling, and I mean, this is New Jersey, right? I mean, you would think it would be a more competitive environment, but it's chaos. Okay.
Well, I would think that a sports reporter would know that everything is legal in New Jersey.
Oh, sorry, I didn't think we were coming back on air yet. My mouth is full of peanut butter.
By the way, while you're there, Veronica, can you let us know who did indeed shoot the first Treasury Secretary in that famous duel?
Aaron Burr.
I'm sorry?
Anger.
I'm sorry. We're going to have to bring in another co-anger because I just cannot understand a word that you're saying.
Anger.
No, I'm sorry. It's just not making any sense.
It's Aaron Burr, sir.
Thank you for clarifying. Are you looking for work? Because frankly, when it comes to my co-anchors, I have never been satisfied. Well, seems like I've rendered her helpless. She looked into my eyes, and the sky is the limit.
Ready to work.
Oh wait, no, hold on. She's back.
Me or her?
Oh, hold on, wait. I'm getting more breaking news now. It seems that rebellion has broken out in Pennsylvania. We have a live report on the scene. Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, we rebelled. We rebelled, and there's nothing any of you can do about it. So take that.
Oh,
I mean,
here comes the
unless
general.
The president shows up with.
Here comes the general.
Oh, shut up and steer the ship.
Oh, it's Washington and his buddy. Fuck! All right, everybody, rebellion's over. Back to home.
Well, thank you for that report. Very busy news day. I think that we've given you all the information that there is to print and broadcast. So I am, whatever I said my name is, signing off.
Indeed, the world turned upside down.
Whoa! She's not kidding.
For Orson and myself,
that
take
was an
care.
Orson.
Oh.
And scene.
Please.
All right.
I'll let you keep going.
So can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
you sound great.
Thank you very much. Our next game that we have is called ABC Opera. This game is for Hawkman, Lex, and Scott. And the way this game works is they're going to be doing a scene, but their scene will be done entirely through singing. And not only is it done through singing, the next each following line in the scene has to start with the next sequential letter of the alphabet. So if my sentence started with B, whoever chimed in after me would have to start with C, and so on and so forth. So to get some inspiration for this scene, let me look in the chat. I didn't specifically ask for anything on this.
I threw a question in there.
Oh, you did? Okay, very nice. Well, your scene is going to start with the letter K. And the inspiration for the scene is that the King of Hearts is the only king in a deck of cards without a mustache. Did you guys know that?
I did not.
I'd love to hear your slightly fractured take on that.
King of Hearts. The King of Hearts is the only king in the deck without a mustache. Boom.
Let me hear that again.
Me too.
No,
Me.
I'll never sing it again.
Oh, but I think that you will.
Prove it. Prove it right now, I say.
Quit disrespecting your king.
Respect is something you should have learned by now. Respect is something you should give to both of us. Because
Seriously, you should give us respect. Respect.
Take
Respect.
note. Take note that we're rising up here in your ancient kingdom, King Phil and Queen Dolores. We're not gonna respect you anymore.
unless you can take us both down, there is no way that we shall respect you at all.
Victory will live with us.
With us.
X-ray my soul and you'll know this fact. I don't care if you respect me, I don't care about that. I only care that I don't repeat facts unless I really want to.
You'll care when we chop your head off. You'll care when it drops in the basket. You'll care.
Times you will live after that. 0 times you will live beyond that. 0 times is what you have left. Better believe it. It's true.
Of course, if necessary, I'll repeat the things I say.
Do it right now.
Even if it's just to compliment my husband's mustache.
Fine, fine mustache, King Phil. It doesn't look like a raccoon died on your face at all, I swear.
Good, that was good, but you can do better. Your one life is almost over. Let's go.
Hair on your face looks like God put it there. Like God in heaven said, this is what that face needs.
I'll accept it. I'll accept it.
Jesus
For now.
Christ, what a bunch of buttholes.
King butthole to you.
And scene. Yeah. Always end it on the buttholes. That's improv 101. So Hawkman, I think you're queuing up that next game.
Yeah, I should pay attention to what's next then.
That'd be Lazy Susan.
Great. So for this game, some people who they know who they are going to pop on screen in just a second. So we've got Mona, Ryan, who else? I'm not looking at the thing. Tim and Kate. Somebody. Kate. So we will have 4 players playing 4 different scenes in rotation. And so the way it's going to work is anytime. Am I calling the switches on this? Or
no,
Mick?
actually, I'm calling the switches on this.
So anytime Mick wants to switch between scenes, he'll call for Mona and Ryan, so it'll be Mona's scene, or Ryan and Tim, so it'll be Ryan's scene, or Tim and Kate, so it'll be Kate's scene, or Kate and Mona, so it'll be Kate's scene. Whichever name, whatever. You'll get your scene, Tim. Don't worry. So whatever name gets said first, it's their scene. So for Mona, I'm going to go... we asked if you were searching for a documentary, what might catch your interest. So for Mona, we got The House of Mouse, The Secret Life of Mickey and Minnie is your suggestion. For Ryan, your suggestion is going to be I had also asked, what is the dumbest thing you've ever bet on? And someone said, how far someone can fling cheese. So that would be your suggestion. For Tim, let's go with another well-known story that people threw out there. Tim, your suggestion will be Horton Hears a Who. That was in the Google Doc here, the Dr. Seuss story. And Kate, your suggestion will be a line from a song, and that is going to be... so I just sit right here and have another beer in Mexico. So let's recap. Mona?
The House of Mouse, The Secret Life of Mickey and Minnie.
Ryan?
Betting on flinging cheese.
Tim?
Horton Hears a Who.
And Kate?
So I'll just sit right here and have another beer in Mexico.
So Mick will jumble you all up however he wants, and whatever names he says will stay on screen.
All right, let us start this with Ryan and Tim.
Giuseppe, 'tis time once again for our competition.
Oh, I am ready this time. I brought me mozzarella.
Oh, everybody knows mozzarella doesn't fly like a cheddar.
Oh, it might not fly like the cheddar, but it goes a splat so beautifully.
Oh, I'm gonna splatter in your face, a splatter.
Oh, really? Oh, that's a good cheddar. But about me mozzarella. Oh!
All right, freeze. Let's see Tim and Kate.
Me?
I can't see you. I'm in your ear.
Oh, would you get out of there?
No. If I go back to my home, I'm gonna die because the world's ending.
I'm gonna try that stick a candle in my ear thing and melt you out.
You'll burn me. You'll burn me.
Oh.
Don't.
Or my eardrum. I don't know.
Hey. I'll get out of your ear if you can save my home.
Okay, sure. Just get out, like right now.
No. You gotta save my home first.
Stop moving.
I'm gonna do a little dancing here. How about that? How does that feel? Oh, good thing I wasn't in your nose.
Freeze, Kate and Mona.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, cheers.
Cheers. Like, I'm never leaving this parking lot.
Oh.
Like, I love a really good tailgate.
I mean, like, it's better than actually being at the event, right? Because we get to have all the party without any of the cost.
Well, I mean, like, we did pay like $20 to park here, and we still haven't found you a boyfriend. And that was like our point.
Well, it's only been like 20 minutes, so let's give it a little bit of time, and then we can find the boyfriend.
I know, I'm a quick lush, you know.
Well, you did get your start while we're at the apartment. I drove us here, so
obviously,
yeah,
I'm not crazy
because that wouldn't be legal. We're safe.
Oh man, I've only seen guys with dad bods. Do you like a dad bod?
No, I'm not a dad bod. Not a dad bod girl.
Keep moving. She doesn't want a dad bod. Keep moving.
Yeah, I'm looking at my score sheet, and there's
it's not my fault I have kids.
Work out.
It's totally your fault you have kids.
Freeze. Ryan. I'm sorry, Mona and Ryan.
So I am so happy that you came to this library talk so we can talk all about Mickey and Minnie.
Oh, yuck, they're my best friends.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Oh, well, thank you for coming for the interview. I've been wanting to get the background story for a really long time now. So I'm really hoping you have some real inside information of what it's like to be Mickey's best friend.
He doesn't let me in his secret closet. I don't know what goes on in there.
He has a secret closet?
Well, Mickey's got all kinds of secrets.
Oh, well, that's troubling, but I'm sure he has a good reason for it. I mean, he's like, at the happiest place on earth. So, why wouldn't he, have a couple of closets?
Oh, yeah, it's happy when he's not around, but that guy's a real tough sledder, if you know what I mean.
It's hard to imagine somebody with a voice like his being really like a jerk. I mean...
Oh, well, that voice is just for the little kids. As soon as everybody's gone, he's like, get back in there.
Freeze. Ryan and Mona.
Oh, Mama, I'm sorry about the cheese all over the kitchen. I'm just trying to show Giuseppe we can make the best pizza throwing team.
15th time this week, Mario. 15th time this week I have to scrub the kitchen floor.
Oh, Mama, I only make you scrub it because you make it the best of scrubbing noises.
Freeze. Tim and Kate.
So what you gotta do is you got to take that potted plant and plant it in the ground. It's dying in here. You never water it well enough.
But is this your home? Like, will you leave my eardrum?
We'll get to that. I'm the one in charge here, okay? Okay? Do you want me to dance again? Do you want me to dance again?
No, just stop yelling. You're already in my ear. I hear you fine.
Okay. Go plant it outside.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Dig nice and slow. Nice and slow.
Freeze! Mona and Ryan.
You're not bringing him here, are you?
He's the next guest. I don't know what to say at this point.
I shouldn't have said anything.
I'm a little scared for my life now.
Freeze! Mona and Tim.
So, I'm ready for this puff piece.
Yes, so I was just interested in learning a little bit more about your...
Just give me 1 minute.
Sure.
And
Okay.
scene. The other rule of improv is always end with Mickey Mouse doing cocaine.
I was huffing helium, Mick. Come on.
Okay. So we've got one last game before we wrap it up for the evening. Couple things to say. First of all, thank you for everyone for joining us tonight. Thank you for all your suggestions in the chat. Thank you for, if you've been able to, donating to some of the causes we've highlighted on our Facebook page. If you check on the Facebook event page for the show tonight, you'll see some links where you can help out some causes which are doing really good work.
You can also find all those links on our website, deathbyimprov.com.
Very good.
So that's another place you can look for that info. And when we get back and up and running and doing shows in the real world, that is where you can find all that information too.
And pretty much you can find us on any social media site just by typing in Death by Improv. We're on all of them: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Bumble, oddly enough.
Make sure you check out our MySpace.
Exactly. Our Grindr, Bumble, Tinder, Chapsnat, all of them. So our last game that we have tonight is a little game we call Ode to Joy. The way this works is we are going to be we're going to be toasting someone, and we're going to be toasting them by sort of comparing them to some items which you've gotten suggestions about from you guys in the chat. By the way, I think we forgot to ask for a name. So someone mentioned Dear Evan Hansen. So we're going to be toasting Evan in this one.
Sure.
And let's see. We asked for. Let's see how he is like a. Let's toast him and compare him to a paper shredder. So we'll just jump in with our toast whenever we have it. To Evan. He always was getting rid of government secrets. And also I grabbed a green cup. I apologize.
To Evan. He was really cut up into small, little, teeny, tiny pieces and just spread his joy all over the place.
Sorry, guys, I'm a little torn up right now. But to Evan, he was always 3 sheets to the wind.
To Evan, he really knows how to shred.
To Evan, no matter how much my kids begged, I wouldn't let them play with him.
To Evan, I was always cleaning out his bin.
All right, let's start with a new word now. Let's see how Evan. Let's toast and compare him to chickens.
Oh, that Evan, he was always so flighty.
Evan, he was a great lay.
To Evan.
To Evan, man, we got so baked. Man, I was fried.
To Evan, what a
Evan, we met at Tractor Supply Company.
To Evan, I hope you found your courage. I hate when people call us that.
God damn it, chicken. You stole my chicken joke, chicken.
Evan, you was A number one.
To Evan, he always was pretty tightly wound, and I always had to remind him, no, the sky is not always falling.
To Evan, who thrived even when he was cooped up.
To Evan, what an egghead.
To Evan, who died in a car accident while he was driving straight onto somebody else.
And I think that's our show for tonight.
Oh.
Thanks again for joining us, everybody. We're Death by Improv.